Yes, so welcome back, guys, to another video. Today is Friday, the 9th of January. I'm making this video just some hours after the release of NFP. I don't know how many of you traded the NFP. I personally, I did not trade the NFP, but I was just observing it. Crazy price action, movement up and down. So the week has ended, and it's time to look at what happened in the market this week, personally for me. And it was a nice week, though. It was a nice week. Let me deviate a little bit. Many people watch my video, but they do not subscribe. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification so that you get notified whenever I drop videos. Video like this come to you every weekend. I'm logged in 247, and you'll be getting notification every weekend when I drop new video. So let's go back to the video. So guys, last week I told you guys that the account is down to about $97, that we are not going to request for payout because we have not met the minimum threshold, which is $100, and I have also not met the minimum trading days, which is 3 trading days. As of last week, I had just 1 trading day, meaning I have to get additional 2 trading days to make it. And to get a trading day, I must make at least 0.5% of my initial account balance, which in this case is $40 because I'm trading the 8K gold funded trader account. So last week was it was just a bad week. I'm not gonna lie, it was just a bad week. Nothing much, just lost some dollars, and it is what it is. That is a sacrifice you need to pay. That is like the rent that you need to pay, or the tax that you need to pay to stay in this industry. And last week was no exception. I had a losing week last week, and the account came down to about 90 something dollars, and the account was down. And I also showed you guys a trade I was holding on AUD-JPY. That AUD-JPY trade did hit take profit. I told you guys I was expecting to see volatility from Monday, and indeed there was volatility just within the week, and the trade hit take profit, and I closed that trade at $100. I'm going to show you the journal in a bit. And that took the account from 90 something dollars to about 200 and something dollars. You may ask why. The reason is that the AUD JPY trade had positive swap on it. So the positive swap was about $8 thereabout. They gave me $8 for that trade. So the account went up to 200 and something dollars. And from there, I took another trade on Euro AUD. That trade was a bad one. I lost some money, and the account is down again. But the good thing is that we now have 2 trading days out of 3. So we have to get additional 1 trading day to eventually qualify for payout. So that should be the target next week, trying to get that additional trading day so that we can qualify, or I can qualify for a payout. It has been wide, bro. I think I'm kind of trading with so much fear. Will I say fear? Reason is that I've been seeing good setup on gold and silver, but fear won't just allow me take those trades. Do you know why? If you look at the spread on silver, bro, it is wide. And if you just enter a position, bro, you're going to see the volatility. I cannot just bear to have that volatility rip into the small profit I have. I cannot just bear that. So that is why I've been avoiding gold and silver, despite they provide good setup. But I could not take those trades because I was afraid. Not that I was afraid, I was just being conservative. I don't want anything to happen to the profit, because these two pairs, they can easily rip your profit apart. So apart from the Euro AUD trade I took, I did not take any other trade, and that trade ended up in a loss. I will show you the trade in my journal, and I also take you to TradingView to show you why I did take that trade. Let us go. So guys, you can see this is my journal. You can see the two trades for this year, the AUD JPY that we did hit take profit $100, and the Euro AUD that did hit stop loss. You can see I have color coded them. This is my new journal for the year. For the first row that is a winning trade, you can see that the color is green throughout, while the second row that is a losing trade, the color is red. Yes, this is called conditional color. So this is just the two trades I took for this year, and you can see the last one being the Euro AUD is indeed a losing trade. This is a trade we did hit take profit on this one. You can see we smashed TP and we mitigated that weekly fair value gap on AUD JPY. For the second one, which is Euro AUD, you can pause and read the notes. You can see it is a losing trade. This one, I did not follow my rule, to be sincere, and when I get to my trading view, I'm going to tell you why I did not actually follow my rules on this one. It is sick though. So this is the screenshot. Nothing much so far for this year. Let me just say I have only one trade this year. That AUD JPY was a trade I carried from last year into the new year, and the only trade I have taken so far in this year is the Euro AUD. So you can see that I indeed lost a trade on Euro AUD. So that is all the trade I've taken so far. So let's go to my trading view. Let me show you why I took this trade on Euro AUD. So this is the daily time frame. This is the daily time frame, and as you can see, Euro AUD has been making a low, a high, a lower low, a lower high, and a lower low. So I guess we are putting up another lower high here to then continue lower. So when I took the trade at the expansion, or during the expansion of this candle, that was when I took this trade at the expansion of this candle. These three green candles were not there. Were they there? I think only this one was there at that particular time. It was during this expansion that I took this trade. So let me go to 4-hour time frame and show you why I took the trade. Okay. Yes, I took this trade at the expansion of that bearish daily candle that you saw before this move up happened. So why I took the trade was I marked out this 4-hour fair value gap here, and you can see how price mitigated it. But to be sincere, this trade should have completed the minimum trading day for me, but I was skeptical about taking this trade I met this trade when price was somewhere here. It was rejecting, but why I did not enter the trade was because it was during news hour. I think AUD news hour. So the news spiked this candle into the fair value gap and it started to reject. I did not want to just enter a trade and the market will just continue higher and take me out. So I wanted price to at least cool off and close this candle, then I'll enter the trade. And you can see that we did eventually close the candle and I took the entry somewhere here, and this candle went lower to this extent, then started to reverse. I'm going to call up the short position to see, so that we'll see where I took that trade. Okay, this is where I took the trade. You can see at the close of this candle I took the trade. I was just targeting, it was just like 1 to 1.3 RR, because if price gets to this level I should complete the minimum trading days. That was why I just took the trade, but you can see how close we came and price reversed. So I held the trade though. I held the trade and price came into this fair value gap once more and started to range a little bit before we saw this movement higher. And this was because of this daily fair value gap here. This daily fair value gap. You can see this daily fair value gap. I think that's why price is going into that level. And you can see that we created this fair value gap also. This one. Price came into it and started to range because we also created a bearish fair value gap. At this point, I did not close this trade. The bad thing with this trade is that I did remove my stop loss. I did remove my stop loss because of the daily fair value gap. I was thinking that once price gets into that daily fair value gap, we should see a rapid price drop to the downside, but that did not occur immediately. You can see that we did actually create a bearish fair value gap. At this time I was thinking, okay, when we mitigate this fair value gap, we should crash. So price did mitigate the fair value gap, and this candle came and closed this fair value gap. So this is a total disrespect of the fair value gap. At this time I was thinking, okay, price is probably going to respect this one and maybe mitigate this upper fair value gap. So on this candle I crashed the trade. I just had to get out of the trade because it's not looking viable anymore. So I closed the trade manually, and that is just the only trade I took this week. But I think I might still have an opportunity next week. I'm just looking at the potential of this price action rolling down like this. Look at, we are like going to create a swing high here, which if this candle, I want to see how this candle is going to close. Maybe we might get another opportunity next week to continue the bearish movement. You have seen the trade and the journal, the reason why I took the trade. So next week I'm only going to target that 0.5% to eventually have that minimum trading day completed and request payout. Hopefully by God's grace, next week we shall make profit and request for that payout. So guys, I'm going to post the P&L for the week over here so that you guys will see. So if you have not subscribed to my channel, please once again subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment in the comment section. I will be there to answer all your comments. See you next week, guys.